now tuned into the DFPN, the Dat Villain Podcast Network. Welcome to the smoke pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the smoke pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Makk and Makk, welcome to the smoke pit.
Yo, 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 what up, ladies and gentlemen, Pitmasters across the world. It is that time of the week again. It is that time of the week again where you have Makk and Makk here to bring in the weekend with some laughs and some good conversation. Episode 72 of the Smoke Pit. How y'all doing out there tonight?
72, man. We climbing. We keeping the climb going. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's all about consistency, bro. It's all about consistency.
Man. All about it.
The more consistent, the more consistent you are in it, the more people see how serious you are about it. And then repetition, man. The more you do it, the better you get at it, man. So that's what we're all about over here, man.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Keith Baker, man. Thank you for joining the stream, brother. And
Uncle Keith, what up, bro?
Uncle Keith. You know his nephew's in the Wu series, right? In the Wu-Tang series on Hulu.
Oh, his nephew's in a lot of stuff, bro.
Yeah, his nephew's in a lot of shit, man. His nephews and his nieces. He's got some talent over there that he's helping to raise, man. Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah. So sorry for the delay. As you know, Black is in the process of selling, moving out the house, getting the family over to Texas. So there was some sliding of the time there. We didn't expect it to be this far. Our apologies, but we'll make up for it, giving you guys a great show. And then, of course, if you're over on the East Coast, we know it's late. We apologize. You can just come back and watch the video later. YouTube and the Dat Villain Podcast Network page on Facebook. Or, just stream the audio over on Spotify or wherever you're listening to that stuff. So, slight plug for the podcast there.
Hell yeah.
Slight plug.
Hell yeah.
Off the bat, let's go ahead and get started. Shout out to the big three plugs, earbuds, Audio Swim, and Premier Element from being there, supporting us from day one. The Bandcamp going on, like I said last week, new music popping up over there, low as $3 a month. Make sure to support us if you can over at datfeelin.bandcamp.com. Of course, we got the Patreon, and about a couple weeks we'll be doing the Patreon $100 giveaway, which was boosted another 100 by our very own Black Makk here. So $200 to a lucky Patreon member at the end of March. So if you want to get in on that, make sure to hit us up at patreon.com/datfeelinpodcast. And of course, we have the merch over on Teespring. Just go to teespring.com, search Dat Villain Podcast Network. The store should pop up and you can see all the stuff we have for you over there. Now. Over there. Yes, sir. Now that we got that out the way, I want to make sure we get our shot before we start chopping it up, because last week we had to be reminded by one Taylor Stiff that we were about to just get into shenanigans without the shot. So that's what we don't want. That's what we don't want.
You know what? I actually left my shot glass, so fuck it. I'm just gonna swig it.
You just gonna take it to the head?
Yep. Yeah. This will be interesting.
What are you about to just take a shot of, bro? What's going to happen over there?
So my friend, shout out to Kabuki, Joshua Coley, bought me some shit for my birthday. Ohishi whiskey. It's a sherry. This shit's so goddamn good, bro. It's so good. That's why I said this should be interesting. But it's so good, man. Like, it's got a cinnamony taste to it.
Gross.
No. Normally I say gross too. Normally I say gross too. Normally. but this shit?
This shit right here
is good. Yeah. This shit
right here, dog. I hear you. I mean, as long as you enjoying it, because you don't want taking the swig. But I tried my attempt at cinnamon alcohol, and it just tastes like someone who was chewing Big Red was just like,
it's not like Fireball or no shit like that. No, it's not like that. Like there's a hint. No. It's not like straight up cinnamon. No, there's a hint to it.
All right. So here's to the end of the week. Let's get into it. Hopefully everybody rolls into a very stress-free weekend, so forth and so on, yada, yada. Here's to y'all. Salute.
Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't that bad.
That bad? I thought you said this shit was good. I thought you said it was good.
No, it's strong, bro. It's strong. Like I'm gonna be nodding off if I hit that shit too hard. You know what I mean? I'm
too hard. All right. So before we get started, let me just ask you: have you been keeping up with Euphoria? Because the season finale.
I haven't watched the season finale, dog. I've been moving, so I haven't watched it yet. Like, there's a couple shows I got to go back and watch, but that's definitely one of them. But I heard the season finale is off the fucking charts.
There is a moment in that we'll revisit after you watch, where we talk about. I ain't gonna hint towards it, but you may tear up, bro. You may tear up. Shit. You may do the Omar Gooding or Cuba Gooding Jr. from Boys in the Hood start punching the air and shit. It's that deep. If Rob is in here, Rob would tell you. Because
yeah, that's where like it started with him, because he was like, "Oh my god, Euphoria!" Like it hooked me, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
This dude,
some fucked
this
up
dude
happened.
Was not fucking with the show. He was not fucking with the show until about a few weeks ago. Like I posted something about it, and he was like, "Let me check this show out," and then it was one of them things like Apple got me onto it in season 1. Because she was checking it out, and I mean, it's like when you look at the thesis or the synopsis of it, you're just like, it's another teenage blah 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 whatever. But I started watching that shit. I'm just like, yo. Let me just say this, like off rip. All right, Keith, take your time, bro. Appreciate you checking in.
Peace.
Zendaya's out here, and she's a whole problem in the acting world. I'm gonna just tell y'all that right now. She's gonna be a problem for years to come, my guy. Like, if she ain't getting Golden Globes and Emmys for this, because she got the Emmy for Best Actress in a Drama last year. If she don't get it this year, it's going to be problems. I mean, granted, I'm not watching all of the shows that are out there, but how she embodies this character, I'm just like, yo, is she really on drugs out here? Is she really doing this shit before the scene? Because I don't see nobody else embodying a drug addict as well as she's doing. And that's just me. She putting her whole foot into that thing, man. Her whole foot into that thing. So that just wrapped up that season. And then for some reason, somebody, and I didn't fact check it, somebody was like, now we gotta wait 2 years for the next season. I was like, hold up, what?
Yeah, the next season don't come out till like 2024 or some shit.
What?
Yeah, they announced that shit. That's why I'm like, I should have took my time. I should have binged this like down the road. But that show is good. I'm hooked. But yeah, 2024. God damn it, man.
That's some old bullshit right there. That's what that is.
Straight Frabernacle bullshit.
Frabernacle. Oh shit! Another show that I just finished up today. So apparently, this is more of a comedy. It's on Netflix. It's called Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah.
I've heard about it.
Is funny.
I did not start watching it until like I was TDY to Nellis in January. Somebody was just like, "You should watch Schitt's Creek." I was like, "All right, I'll check it out." Instantly hooked, right? I was flying through it when the Olympics popped off. So like I would get off work and instead of watching Schitt's Creek, we'd watch Olympics or whatnot. So that was about 2.5, 3 weeks of not watching Schitt's Creek. And then once the Olympics were over, I jumped right back in and I finished it up. I will say if I'm rating, I haven't sat down and thought about it, but just off the top of my head, if I'm gonna put and rank sitcoms, that's probably in my top 5.
I would have to agree with you. I would have to agree with you. Schitt's Creek is fucking hilarious.
I gotta sit down and really look at it to make sure, but bold statement, just blindly going in there, blind Neil. I'm gonna just say it's in my top 5. We'll readdress it at a later date, but
I would give it a top 5. Sitcom wise, I would give it a top 5.
Okay. But it is. Like I oh man. It's like six seasons, like 13 episodes per season. Each episode's like 20, 22 minutes. So it's not like you gotta drudge through it or anything like that. So you can easily knock it out pretty quickly if you haven't seen it. It's on Netflix, right. Schitt's Creek, hilarious.
You can get it done in a weekend.
Oh man,
if you really
if I would have started watching, because they told me about it like the last day of the TDY. We were only there for like 3 days, 3.5 days. That was easily something that I probably could have knocked out of the park in those 3 days if they told me about it before the last day of the TDY. Where I'm like, I know we got to pack up and get ready to go, and I'm sitting up there like watching Schitt's Creek till like 4 a.m. and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I need to get some sleep. I need to pack some shit up. I'm sitting there laying in the bed. Oh, damn.
I can't.
All loud in there.
I can't.
Yeah. What up, EJ? Appreciate you tuning in, man. I know it's late over there in Tampa, my guy. So if you got to head out early, hey, no disrespect will be taken, bro. Like we know you busy. You got an important job and shit. So we want you to be on your A game when you out there, bro. But this just in, we're gonna go ahead and the first topic was something that was posted in the Smoke Pit Podcast fan group on Facebook. And it was a one gotta go thing. Like you get rid of this one person, all their work, all their catalog, everything they have contributed is gone. And it was 4 very big, very well respected hip hop producers out there, or music producers, because they're cross genre at this point. Right. You have Kanye West, Dr. Dre, Pharrell Williams, and Timbo the King. And they're just like, one of these guys have got to go. Right.
I missed this post. So I'm here for this.
Yeah. So it was posted probably about around 4 or 5 my time. So about 3 or 4 maybe your time over in Cali. Okay. And like comments flying off, already 100 something comments or whatnot on it. Everybody's speaking their piece. So I figured we'd do it this way. So you got Ye, Dre, Pharrell, and Timbo. So we're going to do it in reverse. So instead of automatically choosing who's gone, we're going to say Black,
who stays
for you. Who is your first choice? Undeniably, you cannot get rid of on this chart, on this list. Who has to stay for you and why?
Kanye is my first pick to stay. Regardless of how anyone feels about Kanye right now, what this man has done musically over the course of his career, like you will never see this shit again. Ever. You will never see this shit again. Like the guy is phenomenal at making music. He is phenomenal at making music catered to an artist. And his work speaks for itself. Now, later Kanye, we can debate he can go. But as a whole, Kanye stays for me. Like I can't get rid of, like, just the thought of College Dropout alone keeps Kanye in discussion. Them first 3 albums that Kanye had, them first 3 albums, bro, Kanye was in his fucking bag. He was in his bag. And not just those first 3 albums, like all the production. That means if Kanye goes, the blueprint goes. You know what I mean? Like, no, we got to keep that. We got to keep that in there. All the work that, like,
I see you, EJ.
Yeah, I know.
Because one of the comments EJ put was like a list of all the artists that Pharrell had worked with, like songs that people may not know that Pharrell touched.
Right.
But
there's
if we were
songs
to
that
do
people don't
that,
know Kanye touched, like Adrenaline Rush.
So don't treat me like
Adrenaline Rush is
Thank
Kanye, and that song bangs like a motherfucker.
Yes.
Like, this is early Kanye. Do or Die, early Kanye. Scarface had hits. Beanie Siegel had hits from Kanye. Like, pretty much the whole Rockefeller, like Rockefeller from shit. 90,
Rockefeller's Renaissance.
Yeah,
Rockefeller's
like 99,
Renaissance.
like 99 through like 04, 05. Like, I would even go 06 because he touched the Diplomat shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, you can't tell me your ass wasn't out here in a big ass hat, the biggest size they got, and a throwback jersey. Kanye had a lot to do with that shit. So I am going to keep Ye in here.
Yes, I will have to say Ye as well. Like, I can only speak as a fan. Like, you're speaking as a fan and as an artist and stuff. So you probably got a little more insight and appreciation to the work ethic of producing and rapping, and then producing for other people, and the features that he's done. And because if you take him away, you're taking features as well. So those songs that he was featured on never happened. And there are songs that to this day, like, I cannot imagine them not happening. Because I was listening to on Sirius XM, they got the Sirius XM Fly, like 90s and 2000s, and a Slum Village Selfish came on, and I'm just like, the way this man can sample songs that I have never thought about going back to listen to, and turn them into just gems. The soulful beats he had, College Dropout, the I'm gonna come in wearing Ralph Lauren polos and Louis Vuitton backpacks when everybody was out here talking about I'm selling dope on the street. You know, Boys in the Hood was big, Jeezy was big, everybody was in this hood
Here comes
mindset. Kanye. And this dude comes out just, bro, produced and rapped probably one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time, College Dropout. Followed up by Late Registration. Sophomore Slump, not a thing. Late Registration, fire.
I would argue Late Registration was better than College Dropout for what it was.
I would say so too, because he was another year. He had more time in the game, more season, more, you know, and he just put all that stuff together. And EJ puts it in the comments, like, lyrically, like, if we're talking mic skills, none of these other people fucking compare.
No.
Like, Timbaland doesn't even, like, he'll be on songs, he'll try to do some shit, but Timbaland knows where his role is at. He's a producer. He'll just jump on every now and then.
Right.
Kanye as a MC, like a cypher, Kanye would probably fade a majority of your favorite rappers.
As a producer turned rapper, Kanye is probably the best of any of them.
Like, yes, the combo of rapper producer, he is the best, the best. Which, God, man, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Oh my God. God.
And people be like, oh, that's everybody just goes to that. That's not really that good. That's not really that good. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, I understand everybody has their
Bro, when that shit
everybody
dropped,
has
I was like, oh my God. Kanye is fucking like, cause I think wasn't Yeezus before that. No, 808s and Heartbreak
after that.
Yeah,
808s and Heartbreak.
808s and Heartbreak was before that, and I was like, "What the fuck, Kanye?" But when he dropped that shit, I was like, "Oh my god,
he's still the same, Ye."
Yeah,
he was just fucking around, like, and everybody should get albums where they can just experiment or just do a passion project. Because that album came out, his mom died, he was in a space. And he just wanted to do something artistically to kind of help get those feelings and emotions out. A lot of people weren't fucking with it because they want college dropout, late registration, graduation, and then this. They're just like, what the fuck is he's not rapping? He's doing this auto-tune singing shit, and nobody was really fucking with it. That album kind of grew on me. It's not my favorite Ye album, but it's like I don't get out of here. Like it's not like I'm just I hate this album. I'll fucks with it. It had to grow on me though. But Ye's catalog, what he's touched, and I agree. Like the new Kanye, what he's been doing isn't as great as his old stuff, but his features, like say what you want about the content of what he's talking about. Like I'm not in his mind space, but I was listening to the new joint he got out with Fabio Foreign, City of Gods, that has Alicia Keys singing on the hook. He snaps on that shit. Easy with the Game. Oh my god. The sample from the Easy. Oh my god. Bro, if y'all aren't listening to how soulful and how emotional these beats are, like people hear these things and they're like, I gotta get on this beat. I gotta get on this
granted, bro. Yeah, it's shit people take for granted. Like it's not bouncy like people are used to hearing, but that shit is gritty. It's gritty as fuck. And the sample in it is so soulful. It like hits different. You know what I mean? Like it really hits different. Plus the game's on it. And it's like, oh, this shit is hard as fuck.
That shit. Oh my god, it goes so hard.
This shit is hard.
So EJ asked the majority of people. He's asking if the majority of the people here like Blueprint better than Reasonable Doubt.
I want to see the polling numbers for this one.
I will say, like, if I'm just listening to it casually, I will fuck with Blueprint more than Reasonable Doubt, because you have a very seasoned Jay-Z at this point, who is like in his. He's aware of his space. He's aware of his range and what he's about, and he's seen some shit, and he's in his bag on this shit. He knows how to put the commercial joints in there. He knows he has to put some commercial tracks on there. He knows he can spit some real shit. He got into the battle rap thing where he was bodying Nas and Mobb Deep on Takeover. Just Blaze was on that shit with Girls. But the songs that I really go back to that were smash hits. Izzo, produced by Kanye, sample Jackson 5. Nobody was fucking with Jackson 5. No hood motherfucker was fucking with Jackson 5 until they heard that fucking Jackson 5 sample on Izzo. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Kanye did it. Heart of the City? Heart of the City? God. Come on, man. Come on.
First the Fat Boys break up. Now every day I wake up. Yo.
When that song comes on, oh my God. Kanye did his motherfucking thing on that fucking Blueprint, man.
You know who that song was meant for? Who? You know who that? It was meant for DMX.
What was DMX gonna do on that shit?
I don't know. But that's who that beat was meant for. It was meant for.
You can't give DMX no soulful beats, bro.
Bro,
his voice ain't ready for that shit. That's why Swiss Beats was DMX's dude. Yeah. You know, I don't think Kanye produce anything for DMX. You see, DMX voice is too raw for that shit, man. I don't think DMX, as great as he was, like he was a he had no range. DMX had no range, and I don't want to get all on DMX because we talk about these 4 dudes here, but I could not imagine that song going to anybody but Jay, and how Jay just told his fucking story on that shit, man. Like Jay flowed so, Jesus, man. And when you go and you roll into the Black album, and oh my God, man, like
it's a rap.
I know Ye is Encore. Ye is a very controversial dude. He is a very controversial, polarizing. You fuck with him or you don't at this point. You know, you either fuck with him or you don't, or you're able to just cancel out his antics out of the booth, out of the studio, and focus on what he's doing musically. I don't see, and this is me personally, because some people thought I was coming at them sideways in the comments. I'm just saying, how can you just be like, Ye's got to be the one to go? Like, no, unless you just don't fuck with him at all. If you don't fuck with him at all, you don't listen to College Dropout or those first 3 or whatever, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then it's easy to just say Ye. So our first artist for both me and Black is Ye. Ye is staying. Yes. Okay, so who's the second one that you are saving?
The second one I am going to save is Dr. Dre. I'm gonna save Dr. Dre. So just like Kanye, you got to go back over the entire catalog with him, right? Well, all of these people, you have to go back over their entire catalog. But Dr. Dre, West Coast legend, part of the sound that is what, like, there is no West Coast sound without Dr. Dre. That goes back to NWA, what he did with Death Row and the Chronic classic album. Introduced us, like, what Kanye is doing. Like, Dr. Dre introduced that shit on the Chronic because he was sampling like all these soulful 70s songs and making it his sound. You know what I mean? Like, Lil Ghetto Boy off the Chronic is probably one of the hardest beats I've ever heard. Like one of the hardest beats I've ever heard. And then you couple that with Doggy Style, like his work on Doggy Style, the Shiznit, hard. The Above the Rim soundtrack, like him and Warren G worked a lot on that. One of the best soundtracks ever. Introduced us to one of the greatest artists ever in Eminem. And then from Eminem came 50 Cent, and then that whole movement, and just his work on various other artists' projects. Like, he's an icon. You know what I mean? Like, you've seen the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, the man's responsible for a lot of artists being here. Kendrick Lamar, like, you pretty much wouldn't have a Kendrick if it wasn't for Dr. Dre. Like, stamping them, you know what I'm saying? So Dr. Dre is definitely my choice to stay. And to me, it's like him and Kanye are my two unarguables. Like, if I look at the other two, it's gonna be a toss up. But if I look at these two and what they contributed to hip hop and to music as a whole, it's pretty undeniable that they both should stay, because Dr. Dre, you don't be that good for 30 plus years, almost 40 years, and you know what I mean? Like, somebody's kicking you off the list. So to me, he stayed. My number 2, if this was like The Bachelor and I got 3 roses to give and one of these motherfuckers got to go, I'm giving the second rose to Timbaland. Right? Okay. Because what Timbaland was doing late 90s into the early 2000s was making beats that people were like, oh my fuck, like, what? He used what to do what? You know what I'm saying? Him, like, say what you want about Magoo. He's not high on the list of lyricists. But the album Welcome to My World, Timbaland Magoo, Welcome to My World, fam. The beats on that shit
Like he was having people buying albums because of his beats. Like his, oh my God, bro. Up Jumps the Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Timbaland was just out of his
Indian
mind with
flute song.
beats,
Yo,
bro.
that Indian flute song was fucking.
He was doing remixes. The Total remix, What About Us, when he brought Missy and he just chopped it up, just made it. Oh my God! Like Timbaland was not
Missy's first album. His work on Missy's first album. Oh my God, bro! Oh my God,
bro! Timbaland was light years ahead of where people were producing at in the 90s.
They are.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was seeing. What's that?
Genuine's 100% album.
Bro, that's what I was gonna get into.
The intro to that album. This motherfucker.
Not just that one. The Bachelor.
The MacGyver.
The Bachelor.
Oh yeah,
his
the
first
Bachelor
album
too. Yeah.
Pony. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Tell me, do
I'm
you
like,
wanna?
Oh
yeah.
Come, you know him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Only when you're lonely. Only when you're lonely is a fucking banger.
One in a Million by Aaliyah. One in a Million.
4-page letter.
Tell me who was not in school of age to hear that song and not do the pencil on the desk beat. Everybody was doing. And everybody be like, "Hey, he got it. He know how to do it. You can't tell me. You can't tell me, man. Come on."
Shout out to my homie Big Mike, because that was the person doing that shit in school. When I was in school.
He was the dude able to do it. Like he got skills. He got skills.
Yeah. This motherfucker playing shit out this desk right now.
Imagine right now. He killing this shit on his desk. But not only that, Justin Timberlake, when they did Future Sex Love Sound, bro, put Justin in a stratosphere. He put Justin in the stratosphere. People looked at Justin like he made black people adopt Justin Timberlake.
Yep, he did.
Black people were like, he's ours now. He's ours.
Yeah.
And then the 2020 experience. The 2020 experience. Bro, when Justin came back to Tim. Oh my God, bro. What y'all talking about, Tim?
That Spaceship Coupe song. Bro, do you understand this nigga made a fucking beat out of a baby? Like, if you listen to Spaceship Coupe, there's a fucking baby like crying. It's like he simulates on the beat like somebody fucking, the woman getting pregnant and having the baby on the beat. Go back and listen to that shit.
Look at this comment. Look at this comment by EJ. So Justin Timberlake's first solo album, I forget what it was called, produced heavily by the Neptunes. One song was produced by Timberland, Cry Me a River. That was the biggest song on the record.
You are not
the
lying.
Biggest song on the record was by Timberland.
Lying. You are not lying.
And I was fucking with that one. Like Justin, I was just like, because the Neptunes, that was their spot. That was early 2000s. They was like, Neptunes is out here, you know. And they produced that shit, but motherfucking goddamn, Cry Me a River. I was like, I know this ain't. And then I saw the video. I was like, I knew it was this nigga Tim. I knew it was this nigga Tim. I knew it. The damage is done, so I guess I'll be leaving. Oh, the damage is done, so I guess I'll be. You don't have to say much, bro. Y'all finna make me listen to that shit when I get done with this podcast.
You don't have to say what you did.
But yeah, Timbaland is by far, like I can't imagine not having Timbaland around, because even if you get rid of Timbaland, now you don't have verses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now we don't get Jadakiss in the Garden with one of the most epic verses. Like he bodied a whole.
Oh, he did a Jadakiss joint too. He did a Jadakiss joint too.
He did. Yeah, he did. Yep.
Shit.
So, man, Sexy Back was number one, but that was on Future Sex Love Sounds, which was produced by Timbaland. So, yeah. I'm just saying, Timbo can do the shit. And y'all know he produced the joint on the J. Cole album. Was it? I forget the name of the song. But he's been doing it from then all the way to now. He is still producing shit, and it's not just some off the wall weird. Like Timbo is the dude. He in here doing it. All right. So who's your number three? Who are you giving the third rose to? Because once you give the third rose, everybody knows who you're eliminating. So tell me who gets your rose, and then tell me why the fourth person is going home.
Listen, I love you, Pharrell, and this is no disrespect to Pharrell, because you called it perfectly. He did some great shit. You know what I mean? Like he really did. And I love Skateboard Pete. Y'all knew it was coming. Y'all knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. But I gotta go with Timbo, bro. I got to. Like, is again, like, you don't get joints like Sock It To Me from Missy.
Oh my God.
Like, you just don't get that shit. Like, bro, that shit, man, when that shit came out, like, I'm talking about tearing shit up. I'm like, oh my God, who is this dude? You know what I mean? Like,
Big Pimpin'?
Yeah, Big Pimpin'.
Oh my God.
You don't get the Dame Dash shake, bro. Like, you don't get that. You don't get it.
Every dude was in the club. Every time that shit came on, everybody's the one shoulder bouncing.
Like, you don't get these moments, bro. You don't get them without Timbo.
Bro, oh my God, man.
Listen, I love Pharrell. I love it. I love his work. But if you're asking me, out of these four iconic producers, like, Pharrell has done a lot, right?
Yes.
All of them have like unique sounds to them. Like, if you hear a song, you just know that someone produced it. You know what I mean? Like, like, if you hear something off a Jay-Z album, you know what I mean? Lucy Phenomena Money. Like, Kanye did that shit. You know that. Like Kanye produced that. You know what I mean? Like, Frontin', Pharrell produced it. But I'm talking about game changing. Not to say Pharrell didn't change the game, but the other three completely flipped the axis. You know what I mean? Like, Pharrell did some cool shit. These other three completely flip the game on its axis when they do shit. Pharrell does great work. He really does. And I hate that I have to put him out of it, but if you asking me, Timbo is, man. Timbo's a fucking monster.
Do a beat battle. I'll represent Pharrell. Y'all can rep Timbaland. All right, CJ. So this is what I'm gonna do. CJ, in the group, I want you to put your top 15 Pharrell beats. Anything Pharrell contributed to.
I'll give you three Timbaland beats. I'll give you three Timbaland beats that will shit on all of them.
So he said, it'll be 5-on-1. Yeah. 5 Pharrell beats to every one Timbo beat. So your third flower goes to Timbo and Pharrell is out. Now remember, this isn't saying we're saying Pharrell is trash. Like, one person just has to go. It could be by the skin of your teeth. You know what I'm saying? But he's got to go. So for me, the third rose, will go to Dr. Dre. For all the reasons you stated, in your facts when you were talking about Dre. The biggest thing for me is when it comes to Dre, it's for the talent that he brought into the game. Like, so if Dre was gone, we wouldn't have Kendrick, you know. Snoop wouldn't be here. Old Snoop. Like, I know he's still doing music and stuff. Nobody is really, I'm not saying nobody. I'm not really checking for any new Snoop music at all. Like, at this point, I'm just Snoop is what he is at this point. But when he came in, he was a problem. You know, the Chronic 2001, classic album.
Classic album.
He is responsible for kind of bringing up Anderson .Paak, who is a very talented person. Half of the fucking soul. What is it? I fucking forget there. Soul.
Silk Sonic.
Yes, Silk Sonic. Yep, half of that. Like, he's a talented ass dude. M, 50. Like he is responsible for a lot of stuff. Now, that is the reason why. Because if I'm going off of range of production, Dr. Dre is, I don't want to say one trick pony, but like you know what Dre beat.
You know what you're getting.
The drum pattern. He'll have a couple keys in there on the piano. There'll be something else in there, but like you kind of know his beats are just the same slow kind of drum thing. So it's one of those things where it's like
right.
With the shit he was behind, like the shit is amazing. I think
Agreed.
The last thing he really put his foot in, or like really focused musically, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is the Compton. It was like a LP, I want to say.
Yeah.
But he just featured different artists. He did a lot of production on that shit.
Yeah. Actually, that album sonically was different than anything he had ever did. Like, I could still listen to that album. It's a really good album. I could still listen to it. Yeah. And there's a song on there called Doctor's Orders with Eminem on it. Eminem completely loses his mind on the song. I was like, holy shit. If Eminem were this Eminem on this song his whole career, like the debate would be far over on who the best rapper ever is, because he lost his mind on that song. I was like, oh my god.
Like, if this was more of who makes your favorite beats or who makes the better beats, I would probably say Dre would be off of my list and I would keep Pharrell on.
Yeah,
but for the influence that Dre has had on the game and what he has done, I got to keep Dre on there. And so that means we're both in the same boat with Pharrell getting the axe on this list. Again, no disrespect to Pharrell, bro. The first Clips album, Lord Willing, classic to me.
Classic.
I fucked with that shit heavy.
God damn. That shit's
Gangsta Lean's on there, Grinding. Bro, he did beats for Noriega when Noriega was hitting.
That's how I got introduced to Noriega.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, when he
Super
did
Thug.
That, Super Thug, yeah.
What? Yep. Bro, the Snoop Dogg's Rhythm and Gangsta, where Pharrell produced. Oh my god, that is my. I'm gonna fuck around and say that's my favorite Snoop album. Like, I know he has Doggy Style. I know he has like classic albums that the old school people love. Rhythm and Gangsta that had Drop It Like It's Hot on there. That shit took the world over. Yeah, Drop It Like It's Hot drop. Like, motherfuckers was trying to learn the
C-Walk
he had
Beautiful on there too.
Beautiful was on another album. But that shit went hard too. Yeah. I forget the name of the album that was on, but it wasn't Rhythm and Gangsta. But I think based on the success of Beautiful, that's when Snoop and Pharrell got together. It was like, yo, we should do an album, you know.
Yeah.
Which was great. Pharrell put his foot into that shit. Moving forward, like, I mean, he had Khalees on there when Khalees first came out there on the Star track. And like Eric keeps be like Mace, Britney Spears, Jay-Z, Snoop, drop it like it's like, yeah, Allure on the Black album. I love that track.
Love that
Pharrell
track.
Produced it. Excuse Me, Miss on Blueprint 2. Loved it. It's just, I don't know, man. Like it's, if I'm gonna be real with y'all, I can't fucking stand the song Happy. I can't fucking stand that song.
So we had it in the comments. We had it in the comments.
A world without that song would be a happier world for me. It was overplayed. It was played at every kid's fucking function, and I had kids at the time who had friends who had birthdays like once a month. I'd show up to the birthday, they play Happy, kids lose their shit. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck up out of here.
I'm ready to go.
It was just like, fuck, man. Like, I'm tired of this song, and it was just Well,
it wasn't even that. Like, there's questionables on everybody's shit, right? But like,
well, here's another thing I looked at.
Happy is one.
You have an artist, Justin Timberlake, who did a whole album with Pharrell and then a whole album with Timbaland. The Timbaland album was better. Now, if you want to say it's because Justin Timberlake matured from that time, I would say, okay, I hear you. But the one song that he made with Timbaland while he was in that age fucking with Pharrell and them, that song like worked better with Timbaland. Like Timbaland brought more out of Justin than people thought. And it was made even more clear because the album Justin made after 2020 Experience, when he was like, I'm gonna just go and work with these producers over here. I think it was like Man in the Woods or something like that. Like everybody's like, what the fuck is this, Justin?
You better go back to Timbaland.
That was his passion project. That was his passion project. Everybody gets one. I get it. You know, everybody gets one. But yeah, I mean, people were just like, maybe Justin ain't as good as we thought he was.
Right.
He's up there, say something. He did it at the Super Bowl. People's like, Justin Timberlake is at the Super Bowl halftime show. I forget what Super Bowl it was, but he jumped out there doing tracks from his new album, and people were just like, so we ain't gonna do My Love? We ain't Cry Me a River? We ain't doing What Comes Around Goes Around? We ain't doing Sexy Back? We ain't like, you ain't giving us none of the hits?
None of it.
Okay.
To be fair, Justin, though, like he was part of Tittygate, so he had to do that shit at the Super Bowl. Like, you can't just be out here, I'm bringing Sexy Back, and
the song he did Tittygate to was a Pharrell beat. I'm gonna have you naked by the end of this song.
Oh, Pharrell's out.
Based off of that,
Pharrell's out.
Pharrell's song enabled Tittygate, so he's out. But
it was a nice.
No,
titty,
that's just, yeah.
You fucked it up.
It was. I was watching that Super Bowl at Dub's house, Warren Cockrell. We were just sitting there talking about it because it was a Super Bowl that the Panthers lost to the Patriots and shit by the last second field goal or whatnot. Yeah. So I was super hurt. But we were sitting there watching the Super Bowl, just talking. It's like, have you nigga about it? This song, and me and Dub just sat there for about. There's about 10 seconds of silence, and we was looking at each other like, was that a titty? No, I think that was a titty, dog. Oh, yeah, the titty out. You know how Dub do it. Oh, yeah, that's a titty, dog. Bro, we was dying, man. We was
cut to commercial.
Justin is a beast. Justin is a beast out here.
You can hear him saying, cut the commercial, quick.
Have you but this song? And saw that nipple ring, Jenna was like, oh, and they turned all the lights off. Like a rock. Chevy commercial, come on, real quick. Oh, like a rock. You goddamn right.
Yeah.
You goddamn right, it's like a rock.
This is American song.
He wheels that
now.
titty out. It's American song. That's how nice and supple that titty was. God damn. How can I not?
Thank you, Justin.
How can
Thank you.
How can I not?
Also, you ruined Super Bowl for the next 10 years. But thank you.
Oh yeah, they was just like Fleetwood Mac come through. Like, what the fuck is happening right now?
We don't want this shit.
Let's get the Eagles so they can just sing Hotel California the whole song, which takes the whole halftime. It's
Exactly.
whatever. So, moving to the next subject or topic. This is something that is super familiar. Is getting to be more and more common nowadays. How shocked would you guys be if I said another rich white person got fired for being stupid? Not shocked at all?
No, not really, but
okay.
What they get fired?
So, an individual by the name of John Dempsey, who happened to be the senior executive director behind the makeup giant Estee Lauder, who is out here just been making makeup and cosmetics for years, 30 years to be exact. Posted something on Instagram. Let me see if I can find it, because there's an article that actually has it displayed, or actually, let me see if I can, because I sent you the thing in a messenger. Let me see if I can.
Okay.
The dude who made the Instagram post with the Sesame Street shit in there. Let me see if I can bring it up. But on his Instagram, when he was feeling kind of froggy, he was like, I'm getting some followers, I'm getting some likes on my shit. Let me be funny. It was an Instagram post of a Sesame Street book, right? And on the cover, Big Bird is nursing Snuffleupagus to better health. And somebody edited the comment. It's not coming up. I'll see if I can find a thing.
That shit is hilarious.
But the title of the book was "I Got the Rona Going to a Chingy Concert," right?
That shit was hilarious.
I can't make this up. And I'm trying to, because none of these articles want to put the picture of the shit up. So I'm just like, I know there's got to be like a hood ass World Star Hip Hop or something out here that has that shit up, man. And I'm gonna find it for y'all. But so yeah, he puts that out. Let me see. And immediately he starts getting pushback and a lot of negative fucking comments, and people are going to Estee Lauder like your boy Wyland. And he has let me just read it. So the they say he lost his job in mere days over a meme with the N-word that he posted to his Instagram page. And I want to find this picture. But
Rob said he sent it to you.
Oh, I got it. Let me see.
Yeah. Bro, I'm looking at the picture. Oh shit.
Oh man, I can't. I'll just put it towards the camera. So let me try and do it. Oh, it's in the light and shit. But so here's the picture, right? And it reads, "My nigga Snuffy done got the Rona at a Chingy concert." So that's what he put up. And he was like, this will really get him going. And he was right. It really got people going.
It did.
It got people going. And so now he's fired. So Estee Lauder puts out the statement. Today, John Dempsey, Executive Group President, the Estee Lauder Companies, was informed he must leave the company effective this week. What else did they put? His post has caused widespread offense, damaging our efforts to drive inclusivity both inside and outside our walls, and do not reflect the judgment we expect of our leaders. I want to get to the part where, Dempsey later posted a statement on his Instagram page claiming he had posted the image without reading it beforehand and said he was terribly sorry and ashamed. The meme is the furthest thing from what I stand for, and I should have never reposted it. I hope in time people will judge me not for this awful mistake, but for my lifetime of words and actions which demonstrate my respect for all people. So evidently, the company did not buy that excuse and didn't care. They now need a new leader to supervise their Clinique and Makk brands, which fell under Dempsey. Damn, he was in charge of Makk? Bro, that should be all over the place, man.
Yeah.
So, just so you know, before making this post, before doing anything, this dude was making $10 million a year managing whatever the fuck it was he was managing. So $10 million a year just to shut the fuck up and manage business. He was like, I'm gonna be funny today, post that meme, and now he's fired. So I give the floor to you, Black. I give the floor to you.
Okay. I mean, if you're gonna get fired for some shit, if you're really gonna get fired for some shit, a Chingy concert, like, I know you didn't read it. I know you didn't. But just say like, my bad. You know what I mean? Like, don't post those shit. Like, I wouldn't even be on Instagram if I was making $10 million. Shit.
What's up, bro? Come on.
I wouldn't even be on there,
bro.
Fuck, I need to talk to y'all for shit. You see them at
the only social media. If I'm making 10 mil, the only social media I will have is Gmail.
Exactly. You would not see me in any form or fashion if I was making $10 million a year, bro. Like, come on, God, bro. You could have went to the Maldives and just chilled the fuck out for $10 million a year. Like, I'm going where ain't no internet. I'm gonna find me a spot in the world where there's no internet and no mosquitoes, I'm staying there. Yep. I ain't bothering y'all. I'm not fucking this bag up, bro. And you know he had bonuses. Mm-hmm. But you on Instagram looking at that cat ass and you reposted the wrong shit. I know you ain't read it.
Here's the thing. I follow some pretty ratchet ass groups and shit. I follow some ratchet accounts. Shade Room, World Star, all that shit where all the ignorant memes be at.
Yep.
I did not see this meme until this dude was caught doing it. So I'm like, what account are you following?
Yeah, what the fuck did you follow?
John
was posting this shit.
John, what? Give me your meme accounts that you follow, because I have not seen this until this. You know, because this is something I would have laughed at. You know what I'm saying?
I totally laughed at
like
it.
I wouldn't have reposted. it. I'm just like, oh shit, my nigga Snuffy got corona from going to a Chingy concert. Like, it's hilarious to me.
Hell yeah.
But when you're in the position you're in, you ain't got a burner account, my dog. At this point.
Exactly. Go Kevin Durant, make you another profile and follow this shit.
I gotta show you this dude. Like, when you see him, you'll be like, what are you? You'll be like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Oh my God. Look at this dude. This is the dude. This is the dude that posted my nigga Snuffy got the Rona going to a Chingy concert.
Bro, square as fuck.
This man's face. He's square as fuck. Look at this dude. Him. He found this meme and shared it before me. And I'm the most ignorant motherfucker. I'm probably not the most ignorant motherfucker, but I got a sense of humor and shit. But bro, like, you can't do this looking like you do with the job you have.
Somebody said that.
I don't see how you look at this meme and be like, I didn't read it. Like, what did you just saw Big Bird and Snuffy and was like, share the meme.
Yeah.
You read the shit, John. You read this shit, nigga. Like, you can't lie to me. It wasn't like a dissertation of shit. It was a book title, 2 lines long. My nigga Snuffy got the Rona at a Chingy concert. and second, if I'm Chingy, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? What did I do to you?
Right? Nigga, I ain't been relevant since 2007. Like, what the fuck? Where did you find me?
Why is it gotta be my concert, my guy?
Where did you find this about me? That this is relevant in 2022? I haven't did a concert in 10 years. I'm still fighting for my royalty. I'm out here fighting for my fucking life. You out here making memes about me. You making memes about me.
Who are you? Nigga, like, what did I do to you? Like, if I was Chingy, why? I'm trying to get fans to come to my concert. You telling them Corona is there? What is you doing to me, John? You out here making 10 mil. I'm trying to get 10 G's. My man, let me live. So
ain't nobody get Rona at my concert. It was 10 people there. Ain't nobody get Rona.
They were socially distanced. Ain't no way motherfuckers getting Corona at my shit. Why you do this to me, dog? But of all the things,
man, come on. Need this gas.
Of all the things, like, here's where I'm at, big picture wise. There's when you are a rich white male in America, you won the game. Yeah. You don't have to do shit but your fucking job. You will win. The minute you do something off the wall, and this to him, I'm looking at him like, bro, you have been in this position for 3 decades. You have seen the tomfoolery of other motherfuckers falling off, getting fired, all this other shit for doing, if not the same shit, less shit. Yep. And you want to do this. And then be, oh man, I didn't even read it. I didn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're already, it's like Nintendo when you got Metroid and you're trying to play it from the start. Like, you're like, bro, this game is wide. This is hard. This is too tough. Then you go and put in the password Justin Bailey, and you get all the power ups and all this other crazy shit, and you just flying through the game. That's what I ain't gonna say that's what a white person is, but they kind of get a leg up. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that this position was kind of this. Yes, you know what I'm saying. So, like, Mr. Dempsey, like, you won. You're there. There's no place higher for you to go, or if there is, all you got to do is wait for the next old white person to die so you can take their spot in the company. That's all you got to fucking do. You don't have nothing else to worry about because you're there. You don't need social media to build your brand. You don't need more followers. You don't fuck followers. You're getting 10 mil a year for doing what the fuck ever. People. And then, like you said, Black, I know he gets bonuses based on how much they sell at Makk. Bro, you go to a Makk store in the mall, the motherfuckers just stay busy. Bro. Motherfuckers just be in there.
Yeah.
Your job was probably just coming to work and just calling people. How y'all doing? Need anything? All right,
cool. Bro, you are the plug for the Instagram models. You need to know that. You the plug. Why would you fuck that up?
My man, like, that's the shit that make me mad, man. Like, these people be in positions where it's like, there's no need for you there's no need for you to be publicly racist. And
no,
I don't know this guy. Maybe he's not racist, but you got to use some. I wish I had the R. Kelly soundbite. Use your common sense. This is stupid. Like,
facts.
and you're gonna tell people I didn't really read it. It's my fault. I should have read it before reposting it. Nigga, it was 2 lines on the book.
All you had to do was glance.
Yes. What is this N-word with 4 stars next to it? I don't know. I'll post it. I don't feel like reading it all. And then be like, oh, that stands for nigga? I had no idea. Like,
oh my God.
Stop it.
So appalled.
Here's where I'm at. Rich white people, male or female, get off social media. If y'all want to be racist off of social media. Because when you get caught, we don't want to hear these tired ass apologies and excuses, man. Like, once you get caught, right. I'd have more respect for this man to be like, yeah, I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I thought it was funny because, you know, black people, not me, black people get Rona out here. This, you know, I'll be like, you still evil as fuck, but own your shit.
Yeah.
You can't tell me you saw that meme and was like, I had no idea this would cause this kind of outrage. Johnny. I'm more pissed. I'm more pissed that he reposted some shit with Chingy on it than anything. Like, you know, ain't nobody going to no Chingy concert. Motherfucker, get out of here. Ain't nobody like why? And then you affecting another black man's fucking credibility and shit out here. Not like nobody's taking your meme seriously, but I mean, now this Chingy wasn't really on anybody's radar. Now he back on the radar. You know, I'm waiting for Chingy to respond. I want Chingy to Chingy. You're a friend of the podcast. We'll have you on anytime you want. If you got time, let us know. We'll bring you on because we want to hear your side of this. I'm on your side right now, Chingy. I'm on your side. Yeah. I'm like, he did you dirty.
He didn't have to
you
do
an
that
apology,
to you.
Chingy.
He does. He didn't have to.
I feel
do
this
that
man
to you.
Owes you an apology, Chingy. Mr. Dempsey, you need to apologize to Chingy. We demand an apology for Chingy. Is where I'm at.
Get that man his gas money and call it a day.
I like Chingy too. Like, I like his first album and maybe a couple songs off his other album.
What other?
I guess the one song off his other album. The second album he put out that it just had In Them Jeans that was produced by Jermaine Dupri that peaked at number 5 on 106 in Park.
Oh.
He couldn't get any higher because Bow Wow had like 4 songs in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bow Wow was running 106 in Park. Like, Jimmy couldn't get it.
Bow Wow was killing them. Bow Wow, low key, Bow Wow was like to little kids in that time frame. Bow Wow was on Makk level. He had them girls going crazy on that motherfucker.
Nigga, I was 19 or 20 whenever his first album came out. I bought his shit.
Yeah.
A grown man, I bought Bow Wow's album, bumping that shit in my fucking Cavalier. My little 1998 Chevy Cavalier.
Had motherfuckers watching Be Like Mike, that trash ass movie.
All I want to do is see you bounce with me, bounce with me. Everybody hit the floor, bounce with me, bounce. I'm like, this nigga 8 years old, and I'm sitting here bumping his shit.
I know.
Waiting to hear this shit in the club. That shit, he had the joint with Snoop Dogg on that shit. Little Bow Wow, you just don't know the way you look so fast. I was like, damn, this nigga, he got the fucking the pulse. He said we remember that car. No. You remember the red Camaro I had at Eglin, Coley. That's the one I had. This was a white Cavalier that got repossessed before I came in the Air Force. That I needed a waiver to get into the Air Force because I had a repossession. Because they do the credit check. My recruiter was like, all right, everything looks good. We just need to run a credit check. I was like, huh? I was like, I want to join the Air Force. I don't want a loan, nigga. Like,
yeah. What?
Let me in. Let me in, bro.
What?
They were like, let's do this.
Before you look at it, let me tell you something before you look at it.
That's exactly what happened. Because he looked at me, he was like, "Is there anything that would show up negative on your credit report?" I was like, So when you say negative, are you? You
like,
mean
how
like
negative
are
are we talking? Like,
are vehicle repossessions? Are vehicle repossessions something that would be considered negative on a credit report?
very.
The face this man gave me, bro. He was like, "How old are you?" I was like, 20. "You have a repossession on your credit?" I was like, "Yeah." "How recent?" "They took it last week."
Is it gonna show up today? Because they took it last Tuesday.
This man's face. He was like, "You were checking all the boxes. You're physically fit. You're the right weight. You're all this other stuff. You scored high on the ASVAB." What?
Hey, players fuck up too, man.
Hey, but I mean, here we are, 20 years later. You know what I'm saying? So it all worked out. I got it. I was able to get a waiver.
I mean, at least you didn't have the experience I had when I got my first car. Because I was in the Air Force when I got my first car. And that was, oh my God. So first and foremost, you remember Mudembe? You remember him? That's who got me my first car. Mudembe. The African cat.
The African prince.
Yeah. Bro, it was all fucking bad. It was all fucking bad. I was like, I will never do this again.
How did he sell you his old shit or what?
No, he took me to like this used car dealership. That was like a fucking lemon lot. Like this bitch was in the woods and shit.
Right off the base.
Like,
he took you to the spot off the base?
Yeah, he took me to that bitch. I was
like a high ass interest.
Yeah, hell yeah. That interest rate, now that I know, not because I was too young, bro, the interest rate was fucking 37.5 on that bitch. And I was like, bro.
Well, I do need a car.
Yeah. And Johnson had it right. Also, this motherfucker can get his payment down. Like, this motherfucker was pyramid scheming airman to get his fucking car payment down, bro. Like, this shit was wild. It was wild. Bitch, I am a fucking A1C, bro. Like, I cannot afford this car payment. Like, bro. But I got a car.
I'm so... My stomach hurts, bro. I had no idea.
Bro, Mudembe, like, I wasn't the only one. Like, Mudembe was trapping motherfuckers, bro. Like, he was trapping them.
He had a pipeline of motherfuckers coming through.
Killing them. He was killing them.
My fucking God. Oh, shit. What the... He said 37.5. Man, just sign it. Just sign it. It's cool. It's
You got it. No, the fuck I don't. No, I don't, bro.
Based on what you're getting, I know you can afford this. You don't know what the fuck I can afford right now.
Like, I gotta eat in the chow hall forever. You know what I mean? Like, the next two bases. Like, I gotta eat in the chow hall. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do shit else. Like, I can't put gas in this bitch. Like, I gotta wait till payday to pay this bitch and then put gas in it and then go eat in the chow hall. Like, I gotta drive to work, drive to the little shopette, because that was the closest gas station, put $5 in this bitch and drive to the dorms. That's all I got in my lifetime. That's all I got. Like, I gotta marry me somebody to get the fuck off base to afford this car.
Oh my god.
It was fucking horrible.
I had no idea he was running y'all through there, lowering his loan payment. You refer a friend, we'll give you $2,500 or whatever towards your loan thing. Like, oh shit, word? Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Come on. It's so fucked up, bro. We was talking about this shit the other day. Like, I remember them A1C days, man, where you would, or I don't say you, I would write a check for gas and post date it. You know what I'm saying? Like, put the date for like the next day and shit. Or I would know if I give a check now, my bank's not going to cash it until this time the next day.
Week,
so by then I should be getting paid. So, bro, they'd be looking at me at this gas station like, is this nigga really writing a check?
Yes.
For gas?
Yes.
God damn it. Yes.
$20 on pump 3.
Here's a check.
There you go.
Hold up. Coley said when he bought his Ford Expedition, he got an accident 2 feet outside of the dealership.
I remember that.
Was the salesperson still in the lot waving at you like, all right, enjoy your vehicle? It's off the lot. It's not our problem. It's officially off our lot, right? All right, cool.
He's got a wheel out.
Well, looking at the depreciation, we can only give you about $5,000 for that now. So dealerships be shady as shit, man. That's the shit I'm talking about. Like, they just, even here at Luke, man, there's like 3 little used car spots right outside. Be like, bro, just come in, bring an LES, so we can hook you up. Like, bro, what is you talking about? What is these APRs looking? What's the interest looking on this loan, my guy?
That shit you don't think to ask as an airman, because all you like, ooh, that car looks good. It's gonna be my first car. Like, that's all I was worried about.
You want to stunt? You want to stunt?
Yep. I'm about to kill him in this bitch. Never mind the fact that I can't drive this motherfucker nowhere.
Dorm parking lot full of damn Chargers and fucking Camaros and Mustangs and shit. Like, motherfuckers know what the fuck it is. These used car spots be like, oh shit, we got a BMW right here. What year? 2003, 20,000, 200,000 miles on it. You know, we can hook you up. 25% interest. Yep. Shit, a Beamer? I'll take that. Like, what is you doing, stupid?
Yep.
That is what we did. We should have told you.
Diplomats. Come through that bitch bumping diplomats.
Dipset.
Yeah, look at me, ho. Look at me, ho.
I'm killing them out here. I'm killing them out here.
Bitch, your ass is broke. You are broke.
So, like, they repoed my car before I came in. So I had to get a car when I got in, but my credit was shit. So I go to the lemon lot. There was a car there. The Camaro that I had, the red one that had all the fucking decals all over it and shit. He was like, bro, I'll just take you to where I got it from and they can rework the whole thing and transfer the loan over to you. I'm just like, oh, my credit's kind of shitty, bro. He's like, oh, it's cool. They worked with me. My credit was bad too. So my credit, my interest was like 29 point whatever % on the fucking Camaro. So like I was paying $375 a month towards it, and I don't like barely anything was going towards the principal because most of the shit was going towards interest. I was just like, how do I get rid of this shit? Like, like I need a car, and like the car had a system, it had fucking woofers in the trunk, and the trunk of the Camaro was small as shit. And I'm just like, cool, this will work. This is the only way I can get a car. It was me, Apple, and my fucking newborn son. And we sitting there putting him in the back of this fucking Camaro in his car seat with 12s right in the trunk, just boom, boom. Just ignorant shit, because I'm just like, hey, I'm pulling up to work, bumping this motherfucker. Y'all gonna hear this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hearing this shit. Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous airman shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Airman
Hell yeah.
Shit.
Well, you can write a book on them times, though. Them were some good times.
Fam, talk about it.
Them was some good ass times.
Shit. How did we even get on this shit? I thought we was laying in on
I have no idea.
I thought we was laying in on this dude. Oh shit. Either way, man, it's just a common occurrence. Like people in power, people who are well off and stuff, like they just can't just shut the fuck up. Everybody got to do something, and then when it gets noticed, like that shit's racist. No, I didn't even read it. Like my guy, it's a fucking. It is literally a fucking 2-line meme. How did you not like? Do you just share shit automatically in the position that you're in on your?
If you can't
on your
read
real
those
account,
2 lines, you don't need that
on
job.
your real
you
account.
Really don't. Yeah, you don't need that job.
This is what you do on your real accounts. the outrageous. Let me see if I can. Here we go. Hold on. I'll bring this shit up. There we go. So this is what it looks like. Look at this shit.
Nah.
Let me see if it'll zoom in. Oh, what happened?
You click on it. It's a Twitter image.
Oh, but yeah, that was this dude. My nigga Snuffy done got the Rona at a Chingy concert. He was just like, share, you're fired. Oh, but I didn't even read it. Like, I just saw Big Bird in a mask and was like, that's cool, you know?
Oh shit.
I don't feel bad for him. all you had to do was nothing and just live the rest of your life. But you wanted to do something, and abracadabra. Hopefully you had enough money put away to where you don't have to do shit. Because I don't think nobody's hiring you now.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Cool. So ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what it is. The final for our best animated movie bracket, our best Disney animated movie bracket, went live this week for final voting, and it was Lion King versus Moana. And kind of soon after posting the poll, I kind of knew where this shit was going.
Yeah, it was
as of now, closing of the polls, we have the Lion King winning, beating Moana 56-23. I know the numbers make it look like a fucking wash, but I was telling people at work who were upset that these two made it to, because they're like, I can't choose. I'm like, well, you got to choose one. And just keep in mind that how hard it is for you to choose is probably as hard as it is for the 100 other people who are voting on this bracket, so it doesn't mean that Moana is far less a movie than Lion King. It's just
it's the final.
Lion King probably just edged it out in people's minds, and they click that button and it makes one person vote for this. Like, it doesn't show how hard it was for them to pick that movie. So.
Right.
That is what that is. So next week, the bracket for Pixar movies is coming out. And how I'm seating that is based on the box office earnings for said movies. And I am getting that data from Box Office Mojo that track all the profits from movies and stuff like that. So 22 movies, so that bracket is going to kind of look weird. You're going to have first rounds where like the higher seeds have buys and stuff like that. Yep. So looking at it, some of these will be pretty easy choices in my eyes. Like Onward is probably not my favorite one. Toy Story 4 is not my favorite. So for me, those will be easy. But Toy Story 4 is going to be a high seeded movie based on, I think it's like the 4th highest Pixar movie, profit wise, box office wise. Incredibles 2 is going to be another high one as well. So just because it is seated higher does not mean it's probably a better movie. And I mean, it goes across the board. Like, you're going to pick the movie that you like anyway, so it shouldn't matter what the seeds are. So, but yeah, that'll be next week. And it looks like, looking at how that bracket breaks out. It'll probably be like 3, maybe 4 weeks of voting, and then we'll roll into the next bracket, which tentatively is looking like we're going to revisit some of our older brackets, looking at what do we say, 90s R&B groups.
Yeah,
bring that back and let people marinate on that. So this was based off of last week's podcast. So that's what we got coming up. So this week we already closed out. Lion King, according to the Smoke Pit podcast fan group, is the best animated Disney movie. Coming in second is Moana. So I don't think nobody can really argue with the results.
There's no loser. There's no loser in that.
Yeah. Cool it either way. Now that Rob is here, if you want Rob, well, no, we can't, because I would bring you on to talk about Euphoria season finale, but Black hasn't seen it yet, so I don't want you to come on here and ruin it.
Come on next week. Oh, wait. Come on next show. Because by then,
are you going to be able to do next week? You're going to be in the process of hitting the road?
I'll be on the road next week.
Rob, live right now. What is your Friday looking like next week? Would you like to co-host the Smoke Pit with your boy? You don't have to answer now.
Yes.
You don't have to answer now. But if you would like to co-host the Smoke Pit with your boy, you just got to let me know. All right. We'll work around your schedule.
I actually talked to Rob this week. So, yeah.
On the phone?
Do it. Yeah. I had to ask him a question.
Okay.
Which he
was
able to answer.
It looks like he's down. Looks like he's down. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all are in for a treat next week. You're going to have your boy Rob. Oh, are you checking out Batman this weekend, Rob? Because I'm
going to see it tomorrow.
Next week, we will have the Batman review on the Smoke Pit. We'll try to keep it spoiler free.
If I'm in an area with signal, I will pop in. If I am anywhere with a signal, I am going to jump on this podcast.
We may invite some of the Saturday Night Nerds into this as well.
Yeah, because we need the nerds in here, because
this Batman discussion is going to be a thing.
If you guys don't follow Saturday Night Nerds, please follow Saturday Night Nerds, because the Batman slander is hilarious, and there's also Batman defense, which is hilarious. But pretty much follow Saturday Night Nerds and then tune into the show, because it'll make more sense.
The reviews I have seen, I'm stoked to watch this movie. I'm stoked.
Me too.
Me and Rob will be here for sure. Black may jump in depending where he's at. I'll reach out to Deontay and Emperor to see if they'll jump in. Maybe Tim Deckard will come in and defend his boy, the Bats. But it should be a good time all around.
Yes.
So with that, let's get into our final shots and thoughts, man. What you got for them?
Make sure, for all the listeners out there, if you haven't joined the Smoke Pit Podcast fan group, come join the fan group here on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter as well at the Smoke Pit. And come get in on these conversations. Thank you to all the Pitmasters, especially to Rob. So if you are in this group and you follow the podcast, like, there are opportunities like that for you to come get on the show. So shout out to Rob for accepting that. Again, if I'm anywhere in the area with signal, I will get on this podcast and speak my mind. Because the level of Batman defense from Tim Deckard, like, I want this movie to suck just so I could talk shit about it. Like, I kind of want this movie to suck, but I think it won't. So, yeah, come get in on the show. Thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you to the Pitmasters, and if you're sharing this podcast, thank you for doing that. Follow us on Spotify. That way you can stay in tuned if you missed the live show. and you can get in on the action that way and come provide your input. We always get these comments too, so just follow us, man. I will be out next week. So my last day of work was actually today. So I did my final out today, and that shit took forever. So I am going to be traveling. I think our house closes on Wednesday, and we'll be out on Thursday. So yeah, it's getting real. I'm getting close to my family. We've been talking, so I'm very excited. I ain't ready for this drive because I'm gonna be driving a fucking U-Haul for 20 hours. I am not ready for this shit. Like my body at this age, like when I was in my 20s, no problem. But motherfucker, I'm a middle-aged man now. Like I can't be doing this shit like for 20 straight hours, bro. Like, we're gonna have to split this shit up. We're gonna have to split this shit up.
The U-Haul and she driving the van. That's how it's going.
She gonna be comfy and shit, and I'm gonna be cramped up in this fucking U-Haul. It's gonna be
ain't none of the kids riding with you to keep you company?
Hell no, they don't give a fuck about me, bro. Like they don't give a shit.
That's how that shit goes, man. That's how that shit goes. They riding in the fucking spaceship back there and shit. You and this motherfucking no shots,
especially because they know they can sprawl their legs out and shit. Like they gonna be comfy as shit. Me, I'm gonna be hurting.
Oh
like,
man,
somebody needs to try. Like I tried to get my son to get his license, but he didn't get it. But I was like, man, you gonna have to drive this U-Haul for a second.
My knees cramping up in this bitch, man. It's been at this 90-degree angle for the longest. I can't stretch my legs out. Can't do shit. Oh man. But yeah. So. I second everything Black said, man. Appreciate the Pitmasters rolling with us. Special shout out to Cam Ward. Went in there. I saw he made some purchases in the merch store. Appreciate you, bro. Hopefully that stuff gets there. If it gets there, man, take a picture. Let us know it got to you and what you think about the quality of the material and all that stuff, man. For everybody else, appreciate the participation in there. Biggest thing I want to say is when it comes to these comments and these posts, when I don't take anything as disrespect. Like if I'm asking you why you feel a certain way, it's not because I'm looking for a way to disagree with you. I'm just trying to understand why you feel the way you do. So for this one, somebody was really strongly feeling like Kanye needs to go based on his actions outside of the studio and everything outside of music. And I was just trying to figure out like and not the other ones. Cause if it's one thing, like a lot of other people have done it as well. So, don't take it as me looking like trying to prove your opinion wrong because it's your opinion. And I think in the group, I think that's what makes the group so well is like people want to understand where people are coming from. So don't get defensive if somebody's asking why. Just go ahead and prove or just state how you feel. And at the end of it, if you just want to type, that's just how I feel, then cool, I get it. Cool, that's how you feel. But if I did offend anybody by questioning why you're making the decision or asking any questions, I do it wasn't my intent to make you feel bad. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from because I also want to learn because maybe you know something about certain people that I don't, and I can research and find stuff out. So that's where I'm at with that. But outside of that, everybody's been great. I couldn't ask for a better group. I've been hearing nothing but great things about the group. People have been hitting me up in the inbox saying, I only get on Facebook to check what's going on in the group, and then I bounce. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that because me and Makk are not always in there, and the people we do have in there is pretty cool. And I think at this point, we can probably start giving some people moderator rights in the group so they can kind of keep care of it. So certain individuals be expecting probably a notification saying that you've been granted moderator rights in the group. Don't let the power go to your head. We know y'all won't, but we just appreciate you guys for doing what you're doing and helping the group grow to 1.6 thousand people. And I just know it's going to get better from there. So,
yep.
That is all I got.
That's all I got too, man.
Cool. So, without further ado, man, let's wrap this up. I am your homie Makk, aka your boy.
And I am bred like a king, made as Calvin K. Lee. Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 72 of The Smoke Pit. Come back next week. Y'all gonna have Rob here. Y'all better get ready. He might be alone and unsupervised. So prepare yourselves. But until then, have love, make sex, peace.
Peace. Hey, Rob, don't come on this camera next week without your cowboy hat, bro. You know the hat I'm talking about. If you ain't got the hat, you ain't getting in, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't got the hat, you ain't getting in, bro. All right. Y'all take care, man. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.
Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night. Come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit. It's time for us to show off. It's been a long week. Come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions. I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Makk and Makk. Welcome to the Smoke Pit.